There you go.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Dirty Episode 34 podcast. I'm Claudio Capri. This awesome guy next to me is Joey Laflamme. And this other awesome guest down here is Matt Viviani from also known as Casanova Productions for the IWS. If you don't know what that is, Matt is going to explain it as the episode goes on. Leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe, and also follow Matt Viviani. There are links here below. You could follow him on any social media. Go see these fights. This guy's a great fighter. I saw him, and this guy is amazing, and I'm so happy. Well, I mean, we're happy that he's here tonight. So, like, share, and subscribe. And if you're listening to this on audio, well, there's a link. You can watch the video at the bottom. So, let's get into this, guys. How are you both tonight?
Doing great.
Doing
Ready to
good too,
go.
man.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So Matt, so great for thanks for doing this. I know,
no problem.
you have like other awesome stuff to do, but
Sunday night.
yeah, exactly. On a Sunday night,
Yeah.
it's like what better way to end my Sunday with talking with 2 to 3 guys about wrestling that they don't know much about. All right, so
But that's
just
cool
before.
we having him because I've been meaning to try to watch more of like local brand of wrestling more carefully because I've been watching a lot of stuff from Japan and even I'm trying to get into like European wrestling. But there's like local Montreal wrestling scene that I wasn't too aware about, and I know that you're wrestling into that. So can you give more detail about it?
Yeah. So I'm wrestling pretty much all over Quebec right now. Primarily out of the IWS. I wrestle NCW, XCW.
Okay.
Dabbing a little bit into Ontario lately too, with Acclaim Pro Wrestling out of Ottawa and Seaway Valley Wrestling out of Cornwall, Ontario. Um, since COVID kind of ended there, every company's come back really strong. I did a few new companies. Bucks Belmar started his own company called Le Don Sid out of Brownsburg. I did Gatineau Pro Wrestling a month ago, another fun place. And I just want to keep working as many places as I can. Check out everywhere, man.
Oh, that's
Nice.
interesting because I wanted to know like how wrestling in Quebec kind of work because I know about the territory days of the United States. Is it sort of like that, or is it kind of territorial, or is it different promotions that?
Um, yes and no. There's just promotions everywhere, especially here in
Okay.
Montreal. There's so many. Man, you've got the IWS, you got Battle War, you have there's tons of other places like NWC, WTA that's been around forever. Anywhere you look, you'll see a wrestling promotion here in Montreal, and especially like around Montreal, like just an hour north there. You got the XEW out of Sorel. You got the NCW out of Saint Therese. It's wrestling's alive and well here in Quebec.
Oh, interesting. So, in your case, so you're a guy from Montreal, is it right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how the guy like from Montreal, like you, come to like get into the wrestling business?
I actually saw so it was 2017. I had just watched the WWE's UK tournament, and at the time I was kind of like not really into wrestling anymore, to be honest. And then I watched the UK tournament, and Pete Dunne really blew my mind. Him at the match he had with Tyler Bate, and I just so happened to go on Instagram, and I'd been following the IWS on Instagram for a long time, and they put up a post saying Pete Dunne was going to do a seminar for the IWS, and I was like, oh shit, like that would be pretty cool. Come and do a seminar with Pete Dunne, maybe learn something, maybe rekindle my love for wrestling. So
Which is quite funny because it's just by watching his match that you kind of get interested into wrestling, and now you're getting to a conference in Montreal from the same guy, right?
yeah, just a really lucky chain of events there. And so I contacted the IWS training center. They said, we'd recommend before doing a seminar with Pete Dunne, you have a little bit of experience in professional wrestling. So we recommend coming to check out our school. So they're like, first class is free. Come train with us. And if you like it, sign up. So I went, loved it, signed up, did the Pete Dunne seminar, and the rest is history.
Nice. So then, can you describe how did you prepare to get into the ring? Like, what did you what do you tell yourself before getting to the ring when you're about to fight? Like, what's your motivation?
Don't kill him! Don't kill him! Don't kill him!
No, I would never do something in the ring or take something that I wouldn't feel comfortable taking. A good way to not get hurt in wrestling is to not do things you don't know how to do. Be confident with what you're doing. Trust your opponent, and take care of your opponent. He'll take care of you. And personally, I'm at a point now where I'm not even. I got no more nerves before getting in the ring. I'm so comfortable now. I'm coming into my character. I'm starting to get really used to a lot of the crowds here in Montreal. I know what they expect, what they want to see, and that alleviates a lot of the nerves. And I've been blessed to have trained with some really high caliber talent like Shane Hawk,
Pete Dunne,
Big Magic.
Not necessarily like train, but you meet the guy. You went to one of his the conference we were talking about at the beginning.
Oh, the seminar with Pete Dunne.
The seminar. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great learning experience there too. But there were three guys who I primarily trained under, and that was Shane Hawk, Big Magic Matt Lee, and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Nice. And how was the training? Training with them. Like if you don't mind me asking, what did you learn with them? Like obviously the do's and the don'ts, right? When you're when you're training with them. Yeah. Okay.
So there's three trainers that are very different in what they do, but also very good in what they do. Shane Hawk excels in ring psychology and storytelling and basically how to tell a story in the ring to your best ability. He's also very good at like chain wrestling and mat wrestling and just technical stuff, where Matt Lee is he's an amazing character, and he's all about the charisma. And I picked up a lot from him charisma wise, and how to work the crowd and to say things in the ring at the right time. And And Speedball, the thing I picked up from him the best was how to put together the most exciting match possible. He has like the secret formula to a good match, and he really hammered it into our heads. And it's something I'm going to keep keep in my repertoire moving forward for a long time.
Nice. Okay. So now, obviously, as I mentioned, you're part of the Casanova production. So for people who don't know who Casanova is, can you just explain, what is Casanova production? Like, who are you with? How was it formed?
So so Casanova Productions, it technically formed in my very first professional wrestling match back in 2017. So I was at the IWS dojo in my first match at a dojo show. They were throwing together a bunch of students to see what they can do. And it just so happened that at the time I was doing the Fernando character, and I was wearing a suit jacket, and Giordano, the producer, was there, and he's another Italian guy that wears a suit. So they threw us together, and the rest is history. We pretty much teamed a whole bunch right after that. The team stuck. We had instant chemistry. We're both guys that love to show a lot of charisma. 1 second.
No problem. And this event's
I feel like
continuing.
we're all melting on the same time. Like you can't all you don't have like a cam on me, but like I see Matt sweating right now, and I feel like it's a reflection of myself. I'm sweating like a pig right now.
I just had sweat go into my eyes right there. I was burning.
Trying to be professional, like don't blink. God.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here for a second. But
looks like he almost was crying, but actually
I know. I'm like Matt. Really passionate.
I'm just sweating. I'm in my home gym right now, and I got like no AC in here. It's terrible. My AC my AC is out in the kitchen living room area, and once I close the door in here, it's an instant microwave.
God
But
damn.
yeah, back to Casanova Productions. So yeah, we teamed at the dojo, and we started teaming on shows after that. And the name actually, Giordano, prior to myself getting involved in wrestling, was a part of a team called the Production. I think it was him, Sonny Soleil, and I don't remember the other guy, but and myself, I teamed with this guy Carlos Gonzalez a couple of times at the Victory Ring out of Thetford Mines, and they called us Los Casanovas. And then once I started teaming at Giordano again, I was like, what if we just like mix those names? Because I like the name Casanova. I'm like, let's do Casanova Productions. And then we tried it. It stuck. And yeah, here we are today, still using the name, evolving as characters. I dropped the Fernando name, started using my real name.
Okay.
And once COVID ended, we felt we needed to come back strong. Like we kind of felt like we were just floating around for a while, not really moving up in the cards, just kind of there as we wanted to be more than just a good hand on the roster. We wanted to really break out and do something. So we evolved the characters a little bit. Yeah, it really helped us out. We changed the look. We came out dressed all in white, changed the entrance music, changed the aesthetic, got a new gear maker, and so far it's been working out really well. I can't complain.
Nice. If you're only asking, how come? Why did you drop the Fernando name?
So I felt for a while I felt stuck with that gimmick. So I started the Fernando character back when Matt Lee was teaching. He was running promo classes out of the IWS school, and so basically I didn't know what to do for promo class that night. So I decided just to imitate a radio DJ from Grand Theft Auto, Fernando Martinez, and I just did an imitation of him. And Matt Lee, when he saw it, he's like, that's it. That's your character, you know? So I just stuck with it for a little while. Nice. And then I didn't think I'd be stuck with it for as long as I was. And then I reached a point where Speedball actually pulled me aside. He's like, yeah, it's time to change the name. The Fernando thing is done. Just use your real name. He wanted me to use my my Busato last name. He wanted me to just be Matthew Busato, but I didn't really feel it personally. I thought my hyphenated last name would sound better, just rolled off the tongue better, Matt Viviani, and I went with that, and no regrets, to be honest.
Cool. Honestly, it's cool. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
Yes. If I want to see a Matt Viviani match, like what type of how would you describe your own style of wrestling?
I'm very I'm like a showboat, like kind of like. I'm very similar to Matt Lee, to be honest, or The Miz. Very loudmouth in the ring. I'm not going to do any crazy 450 splashes, stuff like that. But I do have some technical offense. Bret Hart's one of my favorite of all time. I don't mind, doing the chain wrestling and ground-based stuff, and keeping it simple but effective. I actually do use the sharpshooter myself. I use it out of a sunset flip as the setup, and that's the extent of the flips you'll ever see me doing.
Nice. And the 5-star frog splash.
Oh, never.
Oh, you never did that one.
Never. I don't do the top rope, especially now with his knee injury. Forget it.
Oh, okay.
No, but I feel like that's kind of a good decision, because I thought about like a guy like Ospreay, where his neck and his spine is kind of fucked because he has been doing a lot of flips back in the days.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm 30 years old right now. I'm not about to start doing the high risk stuff. If you're not doing that shit at like 18, 19 years old already, forget it. Like the extent you'll see me do is I do the Vader bomb out of the corner, and that's the highest I'll get.
That's efficient. Like I watched somebody like over 300 pounds dropping on somebody else. He doesn't need to do like 10,000 fucking flips for me to get the idea that the guy is crushed on down there.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we need to show more. No, so I want to ask you. So obviously, I saw you when when your group fought the Jericho Appreciation Society, but it was 2.0 that night before they changed the name. Out of curiosity, how because I was there, and the match you both team fought, and you obviously and the JAS. It was amazing for me. It was one of the highlights of the night. How was it? Fighting him like the crowd was just amazing, and it was, and me just seeing you fighting Matt Parker for me was a highlight. How was it fighting the Jericho Appreciation Society?
Oh, it was great. It was as soon as I found out that we were getting that match, I was instantly excited because I was trained by Matt Lee, like I said, and I've been wanting to work with them for the longest time. For the longest time, we were actually I was actually supposed to have a singles match with Matt Lee before he left for WWE. But funny thing, like he tweaked his knee prior to leaving, so we don't want to risk his WWE contract. God forbid we get in the ring and he fucks his knee up even more, and then he gets released or something. And I ruin his life. So we said, to hell with that. One day maybe, but we'll see for now. And then bang, we got the match here in March, and honestly, it was everything I wanted it to be and more. I couldn't be happier with how that match turned out. It was a blast working with them. Seeing them come out to Jericho's Judas music made it even better. They actually, because they had literally just joined Jericho that week. Yeah. So that was like a last second thing. They decided to come out to Judas, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go.
Nice. Yeah, it was, and then especially Matt Lee, like every time I see him on AEW, I have to admit that guy chews the gum the quickest. I never saw anyone chewing gum as fast, because he was talking with Jericho. He was standing next to Jericho, and they were doing a face off with Eddie Kingston not too long ago. And you see Lee and Parker, and they're just like they're ready to fight. And you see him in the background chewing. I'm like, God damn, this guy must have a jaw still. Never seen anyone chewing. And then also the promos that they were gonna fight you. I'm like, those promos.
Okay, so you were listening what they were saying.
Yeah, I was.
The way you describe it sounds like an ADD guy that just fucking zoned out, start focusing on the wrong stuff, but you couldn't retell what they were talking about.
Oh no! But every time Matt Parker and Lee are, like they're talking, and like this is hilarious. Like you're just chewing gum, and this, we're gonna be like, Jesus, man, all right, no, you guys are awesome. Calm down, and also the promo was in a stairwell, so like great promos to me happen in stairwells. So.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They got all kinds of charisma, and I think they're gonna achieve great things moving forward.
Yeah, and what about you? I mean, do you see yourself like leaving IWS? Do you see yourself going to bigger company, like probably changing your character, or like where do you see yourself in a few years?
That's a very difficult question to answer, because things can happen overnight in wrestling. You just never know. Like, the right thing can happen at the right time, and all of a sudden you have a great opportunity. And personally, I'm character-wise, I'm very happy with the way things are going right now with myself, Shane Hawk, and Giordano. I just want to keep building momentum with Casanova Productions, and we got some things moving now. We got the Ireland booking coming up next week. We got 2 shows in Ireland. First time overseas, going to Europe. So that's really exciting. Thank God my knee is healed up the way it is. I'll be good to go for Ireland, because that would have sucked to miss that opportunity. And that would have really sucked ass. And first Euro opportunity. Hopefully we'll get more. And we'll just keep building momentum, keep the ball rolling, and you never know what can happen.
For sure.
How long you have been wrestling?
I've been officially active on the independent circuit since February 2018.
Interesting. So you said you're 30 years old, so you started pretty late for a wrestler, right? Yeah,
I started training at 26 years old.
Oh, that's interesting. So that proves that it's kind of never too late to try it out, right?
Oh, never too late. Look at DDP. He broke into the wrestling business at 35.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You know. There's still
yoga.
Yeah, now he's got the yoga business, and he's doing very, very well.
Exactly.
Nice. All right. No, there might be some hope for me because I'm only 32, and
Yeah,
you
imagine
know
that
what?
even a guy like that with a mullet managed to do yoga. Like, imagine where you can go.
Yeah, exactly. I might, what? My back might go up by the first match, right? Hey, you know what? It's something that.
he's, the, he's the wholesome version of Tiger King.
Oh yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ. So Matt, because obviously we don't have like a lot of wrestlers on, but I'm just curious, like, who are like your top? They say Rushmore of wrestlers. Who are your top 5 Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
So my personal favorites, guys that I try to model myself after in the ring. So definitely Bret Hart,
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero,
Mm-hmm.
Edge,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle.
Okay.
Chris Benoit for his family value.
I'm not gonna touch that one. Although he's a fantastic wrestler, I can't deny that. But
yeah.
and
Aggressive hogger though.
Yeah. All right.
and let's see, number five. Who would I go with? Number 5. It's a tough one. It's very. It's a very.
Chris Benoit though. We won't judge you.
But I have a question for you because you mentioned Edge and Chris Jericho. So Edge, is it like the recent Edge now that we see, or is it before he went back into the brood element?
Well, it was the rated R superstar, but I gotta be honest. I love the things he's doing now, man. He's getting getting some young guys opportunities to really break out, and he changed his whole look, changed his music for the first time in like 15, 16 years or however long it's been. And I love it, man. I think it's even personally, I think it's 10 times better than the House of Black.
Whoa! Hold on. Wait, okay.
Oh shit! Okay, we have.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Well, out of curiosity,
Claude, just before we start, it's not because he does fake fight that he cannot flip you over. So you better be polite with your arguments.
Listen, no. I'm gonna be polite. No, it's just because I'm a fan of House of Black. But I'm just out of curiosity, what makes you think that Edge's team is better than the House of Black?
So Edge alone, number one, the guy's the Hall of Famer. He's just his delivery on his promos are better, in my opinion. Just it just fits. It just everything about it fits better. House of Black, what's his name? Malachi Black. He's great. He's great at what he does. Brody King. He fit as well, but then I don't know. I find Buddy Matthews. I think that's his name in AEW. He sticks out like a sore thumb. He's a phenomenal worker. Yeah, I think he has all the potential in the world. But with that group, I don't see it, to be honest. It just doesn't mesh well.
You see, okay, so you see, I well, I mean, I semi agree with you with with the last guy that you mentioned. I'm like, I don't know, but no. And then you obviously have Malachi Black and oh my god, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Jesus Christ, he tries to defend a faction, he can't remember who's.
Hold on, listen, I'm under pressure right now, all right? Because someone was kind of arguing with me.
There's 2 people watching. Dude,
no, listen, okay, someone's going against the House of Black. No, but I don't know. Because to me, the reason why I like it is because I find okay, I want to see where AEW is going to take this, minus the turning on and off the lights. That part is annoying, but apart from that, I do like their faction. But then you go to WWE and you have the I call it the edge factor. I'm like, yeah, for me, I don't think Edge has to be in a team. Again, no, mind you, I grew up watching Edge, and to me, he is the rated R superstar. But now I'm like, all right, it would have been cool if he turned heel, but if he turned heel alone,
Sure, but this way he's giving back. He's giving back to the business. You know, he's helping elevate Damian Priest, who another guy who has tons of potential, but even though he was United States champion, it kind of felt like he was just there. Like, you know, he wasn't really he didn't really like break through to the forefront. And I think with Edge, Damian Priest is going to end up being one of the top guys. Like I don't doubt it. And Rhea Ripley, who in my opinion is the best women's wrestler in the world today.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Having her in the group is just perfect. She has the perfect look for the group, and man, I can't wait to see where they go with this.
Honestly, like I thought when they were going to mention new member, and again, people think I'm crazy. I thought Bray Wyatt was gonna join that faction. I'm like, and it turns out to be, and I'm like, okay, well, it's Leah Ripley. I'm like, all right, so is Bray Wyatt gonna join AEW anytime soon?
I don't know.
But,
I personally have no idea what's going on with him, but we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you know, that was all right. Okay, no, it's cool because everyone I talk to again, like, you know, House of Black is cool, and you know, and
because
everyone,
you hang out with a bunch of fanboys from the AEW. I think that's happening.
Exactly. I was going to mention that. I was going to, I'm hanging out with a bunch of fanboys from AEW.
Me and my NGPW friends thinks the Bullet Club is the best. No, man. It's just because you love that fucking promotions and that's all you know. So that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. No, but then, you know, like obviously someone who's a true wrestling fan, like, you know, like I like the way Edge, you know, Edge evolves and likes to give chances to other, you know, like help out. I'm like, all right, that's a good point of view.
Just said.
Exactly. I'm just saying that's a good point of view. I never seen it from that point of view. You know?
Okay, that's cool. Jesus Christ. This boy. All right. Hey, Peter, thanks for joining us.
Peter,
my apologies.
Peter, you're only 26 minutes in. We're almost
What happened? Like your fucking internet broke or something?
It's a combination of. I can't wait to move out of this apartment. But it's not about me. It's about Matt.
It's
about
Matt.
Down,
it's
man.
about Matt. Yeah, Peter. Peter. Any questions you want to ask Matt?
Wrestling questions.
Wrestling questions only. All right.
Have you ever been to the Heart Dungeon, or is it the dungeon? Or
no. I think that actually closed quite a while ago. I think Tyson Kidd was the last graduate.
Oh, say word. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Been quite a while.
Okay, I'm out of the loop. So I'm like these guys more into it. Like I was like just like a couple of I was like Attitude Era and then a little bit after, and then I'm like in and out most of the time. But like I'm like what's just when I saw the Jeremy the Prophet, I was like I kind of like these new guys coming up to like I'm like almost feels like you guys are bringing it back. So I'm like, okay, I kind of want to see
he's
progression. Great. Yeah. But like, I want to see. But then after that, Clark told me about you, and then I was like, and then some other guys, and I'm like, oh shit, I actually want to like start, checking out these events.
Yeah, the wrestling events from Montreal, like like
was it IWS? Is it?
Yeah.
IWS.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Peter, there's a title down here, Peter. IWS, and I'll just letting you know.
No, but is it more hardcore promotion?
Maybe I can't read. Okay, maybe I can't read.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Every match is no DQ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's no DQ match. Interesting.
So it's kind of like the ACW, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. You never know what can happen in IWS. I've already been through like 7 or 8 doors. Oh yeah.
No hardcore matches.
Yeah.
What do we call it?
Wrestling is gonna open doors for me, but I never doubt that there'll be those ones.
Yeah, I've actually just when was it? Like I think October, November, I got military pressed from Frankie the Mobster out right over the top rope to the outside, right through a door with Giordano lying on it, and we got destroyed.
Oh, okay. That is intense.
And the interesting thing too is, don't forget at the beginning of the podcast, he said that he never broke a single bone of his body. Believe it or not.
Nope.
You ever get like the neon lights? Like, are you guys still allowed to use those anymore, or just
those matches don't happen as often. However, There's one coming up, I believe in August. Manny challenged TDT to fans bring the weapons.
Oh shit!
So if you want neons, I think that's the show to see.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want
that's
to
right.
get rid of your old neons, bring them over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Matt, are you going to be on that match? Because I will give you some weapons, Matt, so you can use them in the ring.
No, I love my face too much to take neons to the face. You know.
No. You won't take them to the face, but I'll bring like a chair with those and a bat with the with those barbed wires, so you could use them against your opponent. Oh yeah, that's that is hard.
Thumbtacks.
Oh yes, thumbtacks. You know what? You gotta, you can't forget thumbtacks. Thumbtacks are the shit. Apparently,
It'd be funny if one of these Montreal factory complains because one of the barbed wires after their fucking their barrier, their wall have been like taken by Claudio to do the weapons for mats.
It's like guys, I'm having trouble rapping this. No, you idiot. It's for preventing people coming in. This is a good match. This is a good bat. Jesus Christ, man.
My weapon of choice will always be a straight up kick in the nuts. You can't beat that.
Just cheating.
There we go. Cheating.
Good old fashioned cheating.
You can't beat it.
It's funny. I remember listening on like Stone Cold's podcast where he was saying like he felt like the newer guys, like let's say in the WWE right now, are not cheating enough or like kind of like being more underhanded like back in the day type thing. Do you agree with that or?
Yeah, somewhat. Wrestling kind of took a different turn now where AEW, I think, is the company that really wanted to blur the lines between heels and baby faces, and they wanted heels to be more competitive. I see both perspectives. I see Austin's perspective because it's just the tried and true formula for wrestling. But also Chris Jericho made a really good point. I think it was on his podcast or something where he was saying how, heels don't always need to cheat to win. Because he's like, imagine you're watching your favorite hockey team playing. I'm going to use the Montreal Canadiens, for example.
Right.
Say Montreal is playing the Boston Bruins. If the Boston Bruins just straight up hammer the Canadiens 5-0 without doing anything underhanded and they just dominate the game, you're going to be more pissed off that your team got destroyed by their rival and without their rival even needing to cheat. So in a way, it generates more heat on the heel because he backed up what he said he was going to do. And, it just feels like a personal slap to the face when the bad guy wins like he said he was going to.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Because I feel like maybe a mixed match, but like you're kind of right though. I like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just the blurring the line. So it's almost like it's just everybody's rivals. It's almost like anime. Everyone's rivals. So just pick your fighter and just go with it. I think that's
and there's just not only one way to be a heel. Like you when you watch boxing, for example, you have like the Mayweathers.
Oh, but boxing's different.
No. But imagine like you sell tickets because he's such an arrogant asshole that people wants to see him getting his face punched in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Conor McGregor.
Exactly.
The Paul brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. They know how to sell fights. They know how to get people to buy a ticket just to see them get their head kicked in.
But it's all off like the wrestling formula. It's just like freaking.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's why Logan Paul was so great at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, he looks sick though.
Yeah, oh man, he was. You know what? Because I thought I'm like, oh my god, this guy's gonna be a joke. But I saw him kicking ass.
Oh, he fit right in.
Yeah,
Dude,
he didn't last.
He used to be an amateur wrestler back in the day in the NCAA. Yeah. He's by no means like an athlete. The guy is an actual athlete. So he has like a natural heat coming from the internet. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. But all I'm saying, see Matt, one day, like if I ever want to turn heel, I'm gonna call myself Painbuster. All right, and then half my face is gonna be a clown, and that's how I'm gonna be. But I'm gonna talk shit, but I'm gonna lose every time. Yeah,
Claudio, all you need to do is to do what Logan Paul did. Just go in Japan and pose the side of a dead guy. That's all you need to do. Do insensitive vlogs and you're gonna have a lot of heat just by that.
He actually did. Yeah. I mean, hold on, Peter. Why to me calling myself Painbuster?
Both. Why you need to?
Because
you don't need dead people that shoot a promo. You just
Logan Paul did it.
exactly.
No, he's a heel.
Exactly.
He
We're also
sell all these tickets so people would pummel his fucking face. That didn't work. And then you're like, next time is gonna be the good time, but no, it never happened. So,
God damn it. So Matt,
Sorry,
what type
man,
of matches? What type of matches have you done? Like, have you done like in terms of like cage matches, like lumberjack?
I haven't done cage matches. I've done street fights, no DQ. I've done all kinds of different like 6-man tag, regular tag, four-way tag, an 8-man tag, triple threat,
Okay.
6-pack challenges. I've been in a ladder match.
Oh shit! Okay.
Ladder match. How was that?
That was really fun, actually. Out of XZW with Angelico was actually in that match.
oh shit.
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave me a razor's edge into the corner.
Oh shit!
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
From the ladder or like off the top?
No,
rope?
right on the buckles.
Oh shit! That's still
Ooh.
fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
that is
Rotating,
intense.
that's the thing that amazed me.
Interesting bump to take.
Yeah,
Jesus.
right. That must
Jesus.
be painful though.
No, actually, I was worried going in. I was like, "Holy shit! Like that sounds insane."
Yeah.
But he took care of me. He landed me so great. Like I landed on my feet and then just took the buckle as I would if somebody Irish whipped me.
Oh, that's
So
that's
Okay,
it
all
was
right.
really, really safe. Really safe.
coming from the Razor Age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Angelico is such a tall guy, and I'm only like 5'8.5", so
Okay.
he just launched me over him, and I landed with my heels, and then I took the buckle.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Badass.
And did you end up pushing someone off the ladder when in the ladder match? Because honestly, that's what I would do. I mean, someone's climbing the ladder. Oh yeah, you punch me in the face, and I go down. Bam! You just throw him off, and then the guy falls.
Not yet, but I'm not gonna say when or where it's gonna happen, but I do. A little bird told me that I have another ladder match coming up pretty soon, and I got a lot of tricks under my sleeve for that one.
Nice.
And and like let's say like when you're doing these these type of style these bumps you're taking, have you ever had someone like kind of like messed up, but like obviously you're okay, like you haven't broke anything, but like have you ever had someone that's like, oh shit, like I messed up? You don't have to mention names.
Yeah, accidents happen.
Hold on, you
I've
can.
never-
I'm just gonna write them down. Hold on, give me a sec. No. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, accidents happen. I've had a guy come off the top rope for a double foot stomp, and instead of landing on my chest, he got me in the side of the head. Actually, knocked me out cold, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the hell I did it, but I went on autopilot and finished the match. I don't know how I did it.
Oh shit!
I got backstage and everybody's like, "Oh, good match," and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck I just did. Like, I had no idea. Like,
Oh shit!
Bucks Belmar actually came up to me and like took me outside to get some air, and we talked outside. And I swear to God, like, just by him talking to me, he like reset my brain and like brought me back down. Like, and then a buddy of mine bought me a beer. I had a beer and I was good to go. But I definitely got some form of concussion that night, because the next day
of course.
I had a match in GCW in Saguenay, Jonquière the next day, and man, like up until like before the bell rang, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do the match. And then I managed to do the match with only taking one simple bump, and yeah, I took the next week off. I was messed up.
Yeah, no. Oh no, I could imagine, man. Jesus Christ, man.
fuck.
You see, fools are one of us three dirty fours. We'll be like on the mat, just like I'm like, you know what? I'm tapping out. I'm done with this shit. But man,
No, I'm always concussed, but
yeah, put it with your back, but that's okay. One day we'll fight, and then I'll
just
slam
naturally. I came out the womb concussed, man. No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's why that's the always thing where like people kind of forget about. Like when you hear like these stories of like people just like going on the road and just injured, but they're still doing it. It's like I was like, it's crazy. You guys You guys are awesome for that shit, man.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Kudos to you. Kudos.
Thank
One of us are afraid, like, are we gonna fall off the stage or fall going on stage, doing our comedy set? But then awesome wrestlers like
I've
you.
fallen off stage. I fell off stage.
Yeah.
You fell off
Yeah.
stage too.
I've seen it.
Twice. Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Claudio, I can't see it.
but then I know awesome wrestlers like I know, like I heard stories like I know I got thumbtacks in my back, I got a chair across my
Jesus,
back.
fuck.
And I'm like yo, and then he goes, yeah, I want to fight another match on the night after. I'm like, oh my god, and you what? Oh man, that was me. I would have been like on the floor.
Yeah,
crying.
for the most part, you just got to keep just pushing through it and give the people what they want to see. Because if you start taking too much time off, somebody else is going to take your spot like instantly. Just for example, you hurt something. I'm really lucky right now that I'm in a tag team because of my knee injury. I'm in a 3-man group, so I can still manage on the side. Like my other 2 teammates can wrestle the tag matches, and I can just manage a ringside even if I'm injured. So that's a nice little cheat code that I have. But other than that, if I was hurt, man, like I would hate to be out for an extended period of time because you can lose your spot in the card just like that. Somebody else could come in, get really hot, and then too bad for you.
Yeah,
I'd be cutting promos every second of the day. I'd be like, yo, give me a camera. I'm gonna cut promos.
In the staircase.
That's smart. That's really smart.
Going to the social networks and saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up after you fuck me up, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then after I come back the next day, man, I shouldn't have talked shit about this guy. But
That remind me was something that Will Ospreay used to do while he was hurt. He was calling the champion the fake champion and everything, and he was insulting the company and stuff. That was really good what he did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's good. You gotta stay relevant. You can't disappear for too long. You gotta stay in people's minds.
Yeah. I have a question. So obviously, when you fight an opponent, and when you take bumps, do you know before the match what they're gonna do, or is it always a surprise in the ring when you're fighting your opponent?
Oh no, I'd say we know like 98% of what's gonna happen.
Okay.
We plan it out, especially if like it's going to be a difficult maneuver. Like you want to know what they're going to do, or else that's how injuries can happen.
Yeah.
And honestly, like a planned match will always be 10 times better than a match called on the fly.
Okay.
Interesting. Because I remember the old days that was almost seen like an insult to go and okay, let's plan the match in advance, because it was kind of saying to the others, you're not a good worker, so I have to walk you through the match.
Well, some of the old timers still think like that. I think like Ric Flair and a couple of guys from that generation, like he used to say he would talk for 2 minutes to plan a 45-minute match. And he's like, kids nowadays talk for 45 minutes to plan a 2-minute match.
But his match was fucking great, though. I remember I've watched the one like with Ricky Steamboat back in the WCW in '89, and that was great. 56 minutes.
He wrestled in a time period where there was no internet and dirt sheets and all that shit. So, like a lot of the fans still believed it was real and still really got behind everything. And in those, if you look at those matches though, like he'll sit in a submission hold for like 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I know.
And you can't do that today. The crowd will boo the shit out of you. They'll fucking they'll shit all over the match. They want action today. You got to give them what they want.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead, Peter. I'm gonna ask after.
It's funny. I was just talking about that match with somebody. This other guy, but he was on this wrestling binge, but he was saying like how much like those guys would get like 45 minutes to an hour matches. But then later on, it was like, you had like the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, like the Iron Man matches. So then he was like noticing like all the matches were getting shorter and shorter. But like, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if it's because I guess like in IWS or all these other organizations, they like kind of like tell you like, okay, there's certain moves you can't do just so they get you on the road longer. I'm assuming, or
like certain moves
like a moonsault, like okay, you don't really throw a moonsault or something like that.
Well, I mean, if somebody uses the moonsault as their finishing move, like I would assume that no one else would use it. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, I'll try if somebody else, if I know that a move I'm gonna do is a part of somebody else's like signature move, or like one of their finisher or something, like I won't use it. Like,
no, I mean like more like high risk moves, just so like you guys don't get injured.
Oh.
Like does the organization ever like tell you guys like no, don't really use these?
Oh, I see.
no, not really on the indies. I mean, not that I've seen personally. I've never been in a company where they're like, oh no, you guys, no pile drivers, no Canadian destroyers. I've personally never seen that. That's more it's more like WWE.
Yeah, and AEW as far as I know.
Yeah. It's more the big companies.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, because
awesome.
they have a weekly show, so they cannot like send the quarter of their fucking roster in the hospital every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, this would be like one of my personal questions. Do you find people use their finishers way too much now, or maybe not enough?
Yeah.
Or maybe
I would say so. I find there's a lot of matches that are given away for free on TV that could be saved for pay-per-view, in my opinion. Which is why, like pay-per-view matches for the most part don't feel that special anymore, because you see these crazy matches on TV where guys are kicking out of finishers and doing like 7 or 8 false finishes. I find AEW is really bad for that.
Yeah,
you find?
I agree with that.
Okay.
And they have way too much stipulation match on TV.
Yeah, way too many stipulations, way too many post-match attacks and run-ins, and just too many moving parts. They need to simplify a little bit. The talent's there; they just got to manage it better.
Feels like it's written by Vince Russo and Ecstasy at some point.
Yeah, sometimes it does.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, for me personally, I like AEW, but and I spoke about this with Frank Jofo on AEW Dynamite Reviews, and the thing that I don't personally like about AEW is that fact that I have picture to picture for commercial, and then for me that ruins the experience, and but what you're also saying, is right as well, because when I saw the awesome recent pay-per-view for AEW, I'm like, I was basically saying, okay, this is gonna happen. That's gonna, and then obviously, I'm not only saying that about AEW, but when I'm watching WWE pay-per-views, I'm like, all right, so like now I'm at a point where I could sort of tell who's gonna win and who's gonna lose, and I'm like, and then I'm like, all right, so it's just cool.
Not supposed to be a good thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's not supposed to be a good thing, but and then when I see indie stuff, I'm like, all right, you know what? This is this is better. This is cool. I'm like, all right, then you'll see one day Matt Viviani with a baseball bat, is running. I'm like, all right, that's more like
fixated on him, like playing around with a baseball bat.
Bring the blood, Matt. Bring the blood. But
he wants to change your gimmick, man. He wants.
But it's just. And going back to what I was saying,
you want to turn him into the blood hunter or something?
Oh boy,
Hannibal, blood hunter.
All right, Matt.
We could turn Matt to like Jeff Jarrett, but like the Canadian
Canadian Jeff Jarrett. Jesus.
Or is he Canadian? I don't even know if Drake.
No, he's not
Canadian.
Canadian.
He's
American.
Yeah. You agree? Yeah. Also, I'd be like, yeah.
Oh,
fucking start playing the guitar and been fucking.
Doing the little strut.
Exactly.
No, or I should change it up and be like electric guitar.
Yeah.
Just fucking have some amps and then just fuck up people. Yeah, I'm down.
Oh man. All right. So all right. So we covered pretty much everything. Are there any other questions you both want to ask Matt before we end it on, or if you guys want to keep going? Or call.
What would be the dream match for you? Like, if you could wrestle anybody in the world, alive or dead, who would you wrestle?
Oh, that's hard. Alive or dead? It would have to be a tie between Eddie Guerrero and Bret Hart.
Oh
Ooh,
shit.
Okay. Oh,
that's
yeah.
actually
Okay.
fucking sick.
What
And
type of
and
okay? So I feel like you already work in your head the type of match you'd want to work with them. So I feel like with Eddie Guerrero and Bret Hart, that'd be quite different. And in which manner that'd be different if you will be working with somebody like Guerrero or somebody like Bret Hart?
Oh, Bret Hart would just be straight up ring psychology and straight up technical wrestling all the way through, trying to outsmart each other, hold for hold, straight up classic wrestling. Whereas Eddie Guerrero would be us just giving a show for the fans, trying to out cheat each other in the ring and really working the crowd.
Yeah.
Full on charismatic show.
oh, cool.
Would you do like a cage match, like and what type of would you do, like a cell or like a cage, like a regular cage?
Either or, to be honest. I'd love to try either one. The cell's cool because you can fight on top.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool things to do with a cage match. I personally don't like the cage door escape, the climb over the top. Like, why the hell would anyone climb over the top when the door is right there? I'd rather the door just not even be an option.
It's true. It's true. More, because I was watching some Hell in a Cell and cage match. I'm like, wait a minute, guys, the door. Why can't you just run towards the? Why you guys climb? I guess it's for suspense. But I'm like, why are you guys climbing?
I never liked the door. I never liked the door. The only thing the door is good for is when there's let's say a heel manager on the outside, and the baby face is trying to escape the door, and the heel manager slams the door in his head or something. That's pretty much all it's good for. But other than that, I think it should be over the top only.
Yeah, the manager is taking out the referee in some way, and then he opened the door for the heel to get out, and he reclosed the door or something.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah,
I hate the door so much.
Yeah. That's it's now permitted, and the referee will just open it if you ask for it.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Damn.
No, that's dumb like that. But it's kind of why I'm kind of a boring guy when it comes to wrestling. I really like just a simple single match.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like the fact, like, let's say when they're going over and then they have this, like, let's say that both of them are going over and one of them could just jump out, but they're like, nah, fuck it, I'll just do a suplex, and then just fucking suplex them back in from the top. Which I was like,
well, there's a spot I see often in cage matches that I absolutely hate. It's when one guy's already climbed all the way over, like literally over the top, and he's climbing down the side, and he could just let go and hit the floor, but it gives the other guy a chance to climb all the way up, and then he reaches over and pulls the guy all the way back in. It's like, fuck off.
That is, and then you see, if I was a wrestler and I saw that, and I saw my opponent going on the other side crawling, I would just ram him in, like ram the cage and make the guy just fall and probably just make him KO, because I'm like, why can't he run?
Then he would win. If he's on the other side and you hit the cage and he falls, he's gonna win.
Yeah, but eventually the guy's gonna
for Claudio. That's what's happening.
No. Because I'm thinking about this. Like the guy, on the other side climbing down would eventually, be KO. That's if you plan a table and you have those, and you have the table with the barbed wires. So you make them fall on the barbed wires.
Against with the fucking barbed wires. Eh?
You know what? If we're to ask you what match I would do Hell in a Cell with all lights out. And actually fighting in the dark. That would be intense.
I'm starting to understand a little bit better the music. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm like, how would the crowd watch that?
Yeah.
Come on, eventually there's gonna be lights shining on you. There we go. Like bright lights shining on you, but it'll be dark everywhere else.
I think people.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That sounds like a career-ending injury just waiting to happen on top of everything else.
Pretty much.
You guys ever see? You ever see when Ahmed Johnson was trying to get in the cage and the door wouldn't open? And he couldn't climb. So he's just walking around, and then he opens the door eventually.
That sounds hilarious. That sounds hilarious.
Jokes.
But there was no table there, so it wouldn't have been hilarious. Yeah, no, Matt. Matt. I'm a bit sadistic when it comes to like, if I was a wrestler, I would break all rules.
Table. You don't realize that if you have table every time, you'll stop liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Matter.
Well, you see people get like, I remember I seen Spike Dudley, like, I remember like they tried to do like I think it was like the what do you call it? The Dudley boys tried to do like the whatever their move, and then Spike Dudley like hit the tip of the table. He didn't crack the table, so he just.
Oh, that was I know exactly what you're talking about. So that was actually La Resistance. They had him in like
okay, sorry. Yeah.
They had Spike Dudley in like kind of like a double choke slam, and they went to throw him over the top to the outside onto a table, and they threw him just short, and he hit the back of his head like clipped the edge of the table. Yeah,
fucked up. I was like, yo, this man, that's fucked up.
That was a great move. I'm like that is good. But
What's
then
the problem with wrestlers being alive, man? You're the worst fan I ever heard of.
Obviously,
there was
no
you want to watch is fucking gladiators.
but there's no blood.
You're not normal, kid.
I know, but
You have issues.
Matt, I'm just joking. By the way. I'm not sadistic.
That is like the fuck is the kind of fun I'm working for.
You're probably like, what did I get into tonight? No, I'm not like this. I'm not like this in real life.
You know what?
do you, man.
Yeah, you know what? No, screw Jared proper. There has to be a challenge where Matt gets a slap, gives Claudio the chops to the chest. That's gonna be our new challenge. That's
Actually got a pretty hard one, man.
Oh fuck yeah, Claudio, you could do it, man. Claudio, next
don't
challenge
know.
at the Joe. If he ever comes to Jofo Jam, you take in the chops, Claudio.
You know what?
I'm willing to dish him.
All right, there you go. Well, all right,
He looks
all right.
too excited to give one.
Yeah, no,
Fuck Claudio.
I can feel. I can also feel Matt's energy. He goes, oh, don't worry, Wop. I'll give you more than a chop across the head and the face. Don't worry, I'll see.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know what Claudio's going in, man.
You know what? I'm going all in. I'm going. But it has to be at lights out there. I'm just saying.
So let's say that Claudio wants to start wrestling and wants to put these words into action. So where do we need to go to actually to actually learn all you need to learn to be a good wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh, IWS dojo.
Okay.
If you guys just want to see what it's like to train to become a pro wrestler, the IWS dojo runs Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 to 10 p.m. Sundays, 1 to 3 p.m. They have a Facebook page, IWS Training Center.
Okay.
Got all the information you need to know, and best place to train in Quebec, I'd say.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
I forgot to ask where you from?
I'm from Villa-Salle here in Montreal.
Shit. Shit. That's what it is. Okay.
The Jofo hometown, man.
Yeah, exactly. Jofo and Jofo in the Ring.
Texas. It's Texas all day, man. That's what
Texas all day. Montreal, Texas. Exactly.
basically.
Oh no, if you're from LaSalle, you know, man. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, Matt. If people want to, see more of you, where can they see you?
Okay. Well, they can catch me all over Quebec, man. I'm wrestling IWS, NCW, Bucks Belmar's new promotion, Lit on Sid, out of Brownsburg. You catch me in Sorel. And if you want to follow all my comings and goings, all my social media platforms, it's at Matt Viviani 91.
At Matt Viviani. All right, cool.
Yeah, we'll definitely put it in the descriptions.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, I even wrote it in the descriptions here, where you could follow Matt Viviani, Casanova production. This guy is awesome. Matt, thanks for being here tonight. And thanks for, going through my craziness of if I would become a wrestler and hearing some of my crazy cringe stories. But thank you. Thank you.
Eventually, I mean, we haven't talked about this, but eventually we should do like a wrestling corner, just have a bunch of you guys, IWS guys, just we shoot the shit on the dirty floor.
Oh, that'd be cool, actually.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm sure I can get a couple of guys on here.
Yeah. Talking. I mean, talking. And if you guys actually want to fight, well, then
don't worry, you just take chops at Claudio all day long. All day.
There we go. All day. There we go.
We can arrange something.
A lineup of wrestlers.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Matt Viviani. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have yourselves a good night. Have a good week. And this is also available on audio platforms. Thanks, and stay safe and keep cool.